for those that are new to the channel, my name is Mike Mai. I am the owner and founder of Precision Dynamics over here in Costa Mesa, California. We specialize in BMWs, but as you guys can see, we have other cars here, including TJ Hunt's Supra, Mark V Supra. So, you know, a little backstory about me and my shop is that we fix and repair, modify cars all day long. We work with a lot of YouTubers, so you guys probably have seen me on YouTube before. And if you guys enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you guys can, please help motivate me to make more videos. I haven't made videos in quite some time now. Maybe it's been like 2-3 weeks, because honestly I just haven't been motivated and just haven't really had the time, you know. So please hit the like button, show me that you guys are enjoying the videos and you guys want to see more. All right, what is going on YouTube? It's been quite a minute. You know, I have been extremely busy over here at the shop running the business, and as well as, you know, stuff going on at home. I just recently moved to a different city, or different house to be exact, and the drive has been dreadful. I used to commute only about maybe 2 to 5 minutes per day. Now I am commuting about 30 minutes per day, so it's taking a toll on me and I'm getting adjusted to it. But I just wanted to update you guys on a couple of things. Now, I did actually just sold my R8, so I haven't really featured it on my channel. If you guys look at my previous videos, you guys see the R8 that I had. I never really did an update on, you know, the car and where it was and the parts I installed on it. So before I sold the car, I installed a OEM LMS wing, as well as R8 GT taillights and a new diffuser. But then I ended up selling the car, and then I sold the black M3 because I got something else. Now the plan to swap that car is still going to happen, except it's going to be on this car. So here we have my new to me 2011 E90 M3 Competition Package. Now this car was my car that I actually wanted originally. Now if this was manual, it'd be perfect, but it's DCT. I'm not opposed to it. It'll be still pretty cool and awesome. It's just gonna be much more expensive to do what I wanted to do, but you know what, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna send it and I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be extremely unique. Now this car is already pretty much done. The only thing that I changed on this car since I got it was, well, let me tell you guys what it has. It has the Varus under tray. It has a carbon diffuser. I'm not sure what brand this is, so if anybody knows what brand this is, let me know. Comment down below. It has the high kick and performance spoiler, BBS LMRs, custom built 3-piece. I don't know the spec, but it fits perfect. There's no spacers whatsoever on here. And then I installed the BBK from the black one, which I also didn't update you guys, but I installed the BBK on the black M3 that I had, and then I ended up swapping it from that car over to this one. Now, the biggest reasons why I wanted this car was because it's alpine white, fox red interior. That was what I wanted. I've always wanted one of these. It's always been extremely hard to find, and it's, you know, a blessing that I was able to get this. Now another thing that's on this car that, you know, I throw it into every single car I've owned. So my E92 335 had these, as well as my R8, and that is these seats. Now these, on the other hand, are actually, let me turn up the brightness, OEM and performance seats. Yeah, so if you guys know about these seats, you guys know how rare it is and how hard it is to come by. It's almost impossible to find. So it's already hard finding an alpine white E90, then stack that on with alpine white with fox red interior, then stack that on with the Recaros that, you know, comes from factory. Then you stack on the fact that it has a RKP carbon fibers roof. Now this was retrofitted, done by the previous owner as well. Let me give you guys another angle of it so you guys can see how it looks. So yeah, this has been you know, a car that I've always wanted. I've always wanted a E90 M3. I've always wanted an alpine white, and I've always wanted fox red interior. And you know, it's just really hard to find. But luckily, I came across this one, and I actually traded my R8 for this plus cash. This car actually belongs to one of my clients, which already has rod bearings done, already has spark plugs done, already has DCT pan done. It already has throttle actuators done. We did all that, so I know it's perfect. Then he already had the Bay Optics headlights done, which I was actually going to send out my headlights to Bay Optic up in NorCal to get these same headlights done, the exact same identical one, and this car already has it. And then the Palm Performance GT4 lip. I closed down the gate so you guys can see the car better. The car has everything that I would do to it, minus the wheels. I wasn't sure on the LMRs, but they're definitely growing on me. I'm definitely loving it a lot more now. And I was going to throw my TEs on it, but I don't know. I kind of like these, you know. Probably just throw the TE ons later on. I don't know. But this car has been a car that I desired for quite some time. Not something that I enjoyed because of the power. A lot of you guys know me. You guys know I'm a power head. I want power. This car does not have any power. So for me, the car itself drives amazing. It handles amazing. But the downside and the downfall of this car is that there's no power. There's no torque. There's horsepower, not enough, but there's no torque. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to pull this motor out of this car, out of this Unicorn, and I'm going to build this car. So you guys will see what I'm going to do to this car. So into the interior, you guys can see it already has the M Performance steering wheel, and I actually installed this carbon cover for the shifter. And the cool thing is I don't know what brand this paddle is, but this paddle is actually pretty cool. It's not too big. You can actually reach at the highest point here and down here, and you can still actually pull the button and it works. So that's pretty cool. I like it. So this car is lowered on Öhlins. It has Vorschlag camber plates. So it already has everything that I would do to it. Like literally everything. There's nothing left for me to do to this car. It's already all done. That's the awesome part about this build, because now instead of concentrating on the small stuff on the exterior, interior, the only thing I would change now is going to be the engine. Now I will be pulling this motor out, and I will be doing something crazy to this car. It's gonna be very expensive, but it's gonna be very, very, very unique. I promise you guys. So into my first week of ownership with this car here, I actually got pulled over in Irvine, California. If you guys know Irvine or California, you guys probably know Irvine. So Irvine is considered the safest city in the United States. It is by far the strictest city in California that I'm aware of with any modifications or exhausts or anything like that. So I got pulled over in this car, and I actually got a fix-it ticket. The fix-it ticket was for a loud exhaust. So right after I got the ticket, I actually ended up going back to my shop. I pulled off the exhaust that was on it, which was a Meisterschaft exhaust. Let me show you guys right here. So I pulled off the Meisterschaft exhaust. Sounds amazing, but the downside is it is loud. You know, I already have a Mach-Schnau X-Pipe paired with this thing. It's too freaking loud. I mean, I loved it. You know, I was thinking about keeping the exhaust on the car and not changing it and not pulling off my exhaust I had installed on my black E90, which was a Bomez Axleback, which is valve controlled. Now I ended up pulling off the exhaust as soon as I got back to my shop after getting the fix-it ticket, because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So yeah, I got a ticket for that. I actually ended up posting this on Facebook for a ridiculous price, and I sold it within an hour. Actually, maybe even 10 minutes. So I pulled that exhaust off, and then I installed my Bomez exhaust on here, which is pretty awesome. It's valve controlled. So let me show you guys. If you turn on the car, there's actually a controller. So this is valves closed, and then with the push of a button, you can actually hit off or on. In this case, we're gonna hit off, on, since it's already off. So coming out here, so you guys can hear the exhaust. This is off. That is on. This car actually has Apple CarPlay retrofitted already too, so this is really cool. It has a reverse camera, parking sensor. It's pretty cool. Like, there's really nothing left for me to do. Even though I do have plans with the motor and, you know, to make more power and pulling the motor out, I ended up actually hitting up Alex at Alpine and actually got this car tuned on E85. So this car is on E85 right now. And the reason for that was because I live right next to an E85 station. Down the street from my shop, there's an E85 station. So it's convenient. And on top of that, the 91 smell is just ridiculous on this car. Like, the R8 was catless. And even though it was catless and on 91, it wasn't bad because the motor was in the back. But this car, like, it just reeked. I could not stand it. I mean, I could bear with it. But having the option to be able to go E85, why not? It's gonna smell better, you know. It's convenient. I don't mind it. It's down the street from me, and it just smells so much better. It's more of a sweet smell rather than that, you know, strong fuel smell that, you know, nobody wants to bear with. And I enjoy it. You know, for power wise, I honestly can't say. I can't speak on that behalf because I honestly don't know if it got any faster, because to me this car is just so damn slow. You know, like, it's literally a tenth of the R8's, you know, rush that I get whenever I drive that car hard. This, I bring it out all the way to red line, and, like, it just feels like I'm driving my Prius, to be honest with you. It feels really slow. But, you know what? The car drives great. It handles really well. You know, I'm not bashing on this car. I love these cars. Obviously, I work on a lot of these cars. I drive them all the time. That might be why it's so dull to me, because I drive it so much and I work on them so much that it just kind of feels normal, you know, like slow, normal. But they just handle really well, and it's something about these chassis and the way that they look, the styling of them. I just love them, and I just can't get away from them. You know, this would be now my, what, I had the gray E92 335, then I had a black E92 335, and then I bought the black M3 E90 M3, and now I have the white one. So this is my fourth E9X. So, I mean, I also have an X5 too, which is also an E chassis. And in between that, you know, I've owned a lot of BMWs. F30, I've had an M6. So I'm a BMW guy, you know, but JDM at heart. I've always been a JDM guy starting up. And then I moved towards Euro cars because this chassis was actually the car that made me fall in love. Because coming from a Acura Integra, I always enjoyed the hatchback look of it. And then all the coupes that were coming out were not really that great. You know, the 240XX was a hatch too. I enjoyed that. But back in the era of like early 2010s, there wasn't really nice, you know, hatch style looking cars. And then when the 335 came out in 07 for the E92s, that's when I fell in love because of the styling of the car. And then 09 when the M Performance came out, not M Performance, M Sport came out with the aero parts, and that's when I really fell in love with them. So that's when I started getting into BMWs, because once I started seeing that, and then I started, you know, liking the 335 a lot more. One of my buddies actually bought one, and then we actually ended up modifying it. This is way back when there wasn't much, you know, parts available for the car. So we installed Boost Monkey downpipes. I remember till this day, Boost Monkey downpipes, and we did a JB3, and just those two mods, oh, and intakes. And just those three mods, we were able to, you know, keep up with M3s, and if not even beat them, which was crazy because it's literally 3 parts you install in the car, and it's a car that's a lower trim that's literally beating the higher trim that's worth double the value of the car. That's when I started falling in love with them more. And as time progressed, you know, the platform started getting better, and then people started modifying them more, and then I started really getting into it, because at that point I'm like, wow, it's easy power, they look great, the interior looks amazing, you know, it's a BMW, handles amazing. And then I fell in love, and that's when I started getting into BMWs. I bought one, modified it, and here I am today, fixing, modifying, and working on them. All right, what are we doing, boy?
We're putting corn in for the first time ever.
What kind of corn?
E85 corn. The best corn. With butter and everything.
Alright, which car are you riding in?
The M3.
Oh, the slow one?
All of them.
The slowest car.
Can I can't ride with you. Hey, your seats are too expensive, man. You won't let me.
Hey, my seats are only $10, alright? Hey, I thought you were gonna start vlogging, huh?
I don't have a camera.
Go buy one. Let's go.
Use my
Where's
phone?
Best Buy?
A7R4 for vlogging.
Yeah. Hey, Kennedy's got one you can borrow.
I need your the Rode mic.
Oh yeah, you can steal it.
Oh, hey.
What the?
A little bit of water, a little bit of caffeine.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Do I still have to wear this?
No.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Well, I guess you can hide
Here,
your
this is
face.
yours.
I wear a mask and people still recognize me.
Struggle.
Oh shit.
E85.
Nothing.
Am I gonna go on E85?
Yes.
Oh.
You already know it.
Scared.
Alright, so we drove all the way up to pretty much the bottom ACH. Now we're at the gas station and we're all over here. I gotta fill up on some E85. I burned a quarter tank of gas already. Even though I drove, I think it was only like 20 miles or so, but this was a lot of hard driving, so. Bro, why you so slow? Hey bro, why you so slow?
Why are you so slow?
Why are you so slow,
Hey,
bro?
you built my car.
Never mind, it's fast.
Again. Can you explain where we are?
Yeah, we are in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico ACH.
Mexico's really nice.
Yeah, Mexico ACH. So we're at ACH right now.
Can you? Anyone who's not from California, what is that?
Yeah, Angeles Crest. So one of the highways that everybody goes up here to spiritually drive.
I would say to
And,
enjoy nice
you know,
roads.
do stuff. Yeah, just to kind of go for the drive. There's a lot of people who go biking up here too, so you know, obviously be cautious of that. So just take it easy. But a lot of people just go up here just to go and have a little day out, drive up here.
A lot of motorcycles too.
Motorcycles,
Yeah.
bicycles, cars, and you know, a lot of cops.
Yeah, just gotta be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so this is one of these things.
Yeah, so we drive up here. This is my probably fourth time up here, and then today, first time ever on the M3. Following this guy here, I couldn't even see him. This guy. Justin, tell me, how's the car after all the mods we did?
It's beautiful. Look at this fitment too.
Trash.
It's perfect. Just don't look at the front. Just don't look at the front. Bang. It did settle for sure. I used to get a full finger in there, but not anymore.
Yeah, now you can't finger it.
This is where you went wrong.
Now let me tell you, okay, if we do as much stuff as we did on this car, you can't expect everything to be perfect.
Honestly.
The main thing is drivability.
So many
right?
things in just 2 days. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, 2 days we did what? BBK, freaking all the services. So what? Rod bearings, power steering, flush, differential flush, brake flush,
Yep.
transmission
flush.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then we did coilovers, and then we did all the carbon pieces.
E85.
Yeah, and E85 too. Can't forget that. How's it feel? Does it feel slow still? I know it does.
No, it feels beautiful.
No,
It's
I'm saying with
super
the
fast.
E85.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's no difference, right?
Not really.
Zero. Yeah. I mean, I raced. I mean, I'm not raced, but me and Spencer, you know, we're both driving next to each other. You know.
Well, I think the best
Maybe
thing
it's 'cause I'm on
was
50.
it was a data comparison for the factual statement of BMW North America. So that's what we were doing. We
Oh
were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
tests.
yeah. Exactly. We're testing. Yeah, so we're testing on a non-disclosed location
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Of course.
And yeah, we were, you know, spiritably driving a little fast. Adam's first time in the canyons in his E90 M3. Hasn't driven a manual, and when's the last time you drove a manual? I can't hear you. All right, so who's gonna be the first one to go in?
I just want to know who's going to sacrifice and sit inside the loudest car. Everybody.
Where's Bonehead? So they're all popping their hood because they were driving hard. I wasn't driving too hard because I was taking it a little easy because I was getting rocks kicked up at me. But we're here. So for the last 5 miles, I've been following these bikers. I don't know if you want to call these bikes. They definitely are not bikes. More like tricycles because, you know, they're not men. But yeah, they've been riding around like 40 miles per hour maximum, slow down at every turn down to about 20 to 15 miles an hour. Multiple stops that they could have just stopped at, but instead there was another stop where there were more bikers, slowed down and allowed them to come out and still ride slow. We have probably 10 cars behind us, actually probably with us, and probably another 15 cars behind them just stuck behind these guys. I don't understand why they won't just pull over and share the damn road. You know, you're driving slow, just pull over. So I didn't get to really film an outro because I was stuck in traffic and it was hot, so I didn't really want to record anymore and I just wanted to get home. We were stuck in traffic for another about 2 hours to get home, and it's actually only about a 35-minute drive home or so. Yeah, about 35 minutes. It was horrible. You know, we were stuck behind those bikers, and then after we got out of the canyons, we drove down, hopped on the freeway, and there was a bunch of traffic the whole way home. So I didn't get to record it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed me sharing with you guys the type of stuff we do. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe.